Okay, I just wanted to go back and touch on this Georgia cop that said we only kill black people and just clear up a few things. This man did not get fired, by the way. He retired. And there are other stories corroborating this. So it's not like I've just found one story, but there's not others out there. There's definitely other stories out there. I believe the media put out the fact that he got fired just to get everybody to kind of pipe down about the story. So if he got to retire, this man is going to get his full pension and go off and live happily ever after being a full racist and just saying something totally well. He spoke how they really felt. He's probably not the only one that have spoken these words before. The police in this country is so corrupt and so screwed up. They just simply can't be trusted. The biggest gang in America is your police force. Now, like I said, many of you will come and say, well, you need the police. No, we don't need abusive cops. We don't need cops that will kill you over a bunch of nothing. We don't need the kind of cops that are not there to protect and serve, but to occupy. We don't need those kind of cops. Those cops are not needed. Okay? The ones that are not doing policing are not needed. Now, when you find some that are ready to protect and serve the community, those cops will be needed. But don't come to us trying to act like any old abusive, nasty killer cop is good enough for us. No, it isn't. It's unacceptable. What we really need is separation. Anything less than that is not the right move. Georgia police officer retires before he's fired for saying we only kill black people to driver during traffic stop. A Georgia cop facing the axe for telling a driver he wouldn't shoot her because she wasn't black has announced his retirement. Remember, we only kill black people. Cobb County Lieutenant Greg Abbott said on dashcam video obtained by WSB TV. We only kill black people, right? Footage the network obtained of the June 2016 stop prompted county police to open an investigation. Abbott pulled the sedan over on suspicion of driving under the influence and told a woman in the passenger seat to use the cell phone on her lap. The woman tells the 28-year police veteran she's afraid to move her hands. I've just seen way too many videos of cops, the woman says before Abbott cuts her off. But you're not black, he says. Remember, we only shoot black people. All the videos you've seen, have you seen black people getting killed? He asked the woman, to which she says, right. And this police chief sucks. He's full of shit. And he's part of the problem. Okay? He was more concerned about letting you know that Greg Abbott was a good guy and a 28-year vet. No, good guys don't say stuff like that. Okay? And you'll never know what his police record is really like because they can't release that shit. And I'll bet every dollar in my wallet this man had complaints against him. But this police chief, I don't even respect this man. Don't respect him at all. Abbott was put on administrative leave before his chief announced Thursday afternoon that he begun taking actions to fire him. There's really no place for these type of comments in law enforcement, police chief Mike Register said at a news conference. Simultaneously, Abbott sent an email to officials announcing his retirement. Commission Chairman Mike Boyce told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Suri Chada Jimenez, an attorney representing the driver in the DUI case, said Abbott was likely being sarcastic because the woman gave him some lip. I don't accept that. And if you're an attorney, you need to be disbarred for saying some shit like that. You're not a very good attorney. But that still doesn't take away from the horror. It makes you cringe when you hear it, Jimenez told WSB TV. It's unacceptable. No, it wasn't sarcasm. He spoke exactly how he felt. And what we all know and is very familiar in America. When it comes down to policing, America gets an F on this planet. Abbott's attorney said the statements were taken out of context. No, they weren't. We heard exactly what he said. We kill black people. How the hell do you take that out of context? Get the hell out of here. And the veteran lawman was trying to diffuse a confrontation. That's how you diffuse a then you're not a good cop. I don't care if he's been there for 128 years. He's not a good cop. He was attempting to de escalate a situation involving an uncooperative passenger, lawyer Lance LaRusso said in a statement. Still, what he said, if that's how you have to diffuse a situation, like I said, he's a pretty lousy cop. An internal police review also said Abbott was being sarcastic through the police chief said that was not an excuse. I don't care how many times y'all say sarcasm, it still was very inappropriate. It should not have been said at all. It's not an excuse. You sound like you're looking for an excuse for this guy. There's no excuse. And he should not have been allowed to retire. Although we applaud them for their transparency in this regard, the officer's interjection of race into the stop was particularly troubling and maybe systematic. No, it is systematic. A deeper issue in the department. Local NAACP head Diane Bonner said. But lady, I'm appalled that this man got to retire. This is a load of bullshit. And it just tells me, because I know Cobb County cops have been a problem for decades, especially when it comes down to dealing with black people. They have a horrible track record, like many police departments around this country do. You got to understand, they have no intention on trying to get along with the black community. The killing and the harassing has gone on since the slave patrol days. We are in 2017 still talking about the same abuse, killing, and ignoring the law in order to get you by any means necessary. Okay? If America was sincere and wanted to um, get law and order in this country, then it would have happened by now, ladies and gentlemen. It don't take centuries to do these kind of things. They don't want to do it. They like that the cops abuse black people and kill black people. They like the system this way. This is why you're not seeing no action on trying to change the system. They don't want it to change. They don't want any change. They want your black ass to shut up while they continue to abuse and kill you. That's the only thing they want to change is your silence. But as far as what they do in this country to black people at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, you got to call it as it is. They don't want to do nothing about it. You got Donald Trump in office that's encouraging cops to abuse people and rough them up as they're being arrested. As far as I'm concerned, he's the police brutality president because he supports it. They don't want change. They don't want reform. They don't want, they barely want to get rid of these cops. Look, he had an opportunity to fire this guy and he still allowed him to retire, which tells me the police chief is complicit in this whole thing. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. Peace, family.